Hey, good morning everybody. John Bergsman here from Fisherman's Digest in beautiful St. Germain, Wisconsin with probably the Northwoods best guide, Rob Manti. We're going to do a little mixed bag fishing today. Some walleye, smallmouth, basically whatever bites, right Rob?
Sounds good to me.
Perfect, let's get to it. He's there. Feels like a little walleye. First fish of the day.
Need a net, John?
No, we're gonna flip him in. But it's a nice little eater. So this is basically what a lot of the people who come to St. Germain are looking for, just good eater fish.
Right, yeah. I mean, we do a lot of stocking out here, John, and that's probably a fish that we put in here 2 years ago. They grow real fast out here. We got a real good forage base, and you know, when we stock those extended growth fish, it's probably 3 years before they're keeper size. That one's a little short of 15, yep. But you know, he'll be there next year.
Exactly. Well,
this is probably what I like to chase. Got a hold of him there. Looks like maybe a muskie tried to eat his tail.
Well,
it's a start.
It's a start.
I think we'll get this one, John.
All right.
There we go.
Net?
I think I can just hoist. No, you know what? You better scoop him, I guess.
Yeah.
There he comes.
There's a better fish. It's a little more.
Yeah, just fell right off in the net.
Perfect. Talk to us a little bit about the St. Germain area here, Rob.
Probably in a year's time, most of the days that I'm fishing, you know, I'd say 60% of them are chasing walleyes. You know, people come up here. You know, the walleye is the fish that everybody wants to target. You know, for good reasons. They're you know, great eating, you know, they're fun to catch. A lot of these lakes, you know, we have different size limits. You can keep a variety of size of fish. And, you know, some are more populated than others. I'd say, you know, we're out on Big St. Germain here where our resort's on. And, you know, we have opportunities for big fish and also numbers, but I'll let you catch that one here.
While Rob was talking, I felt a tick. So I just opened my bail a little bit. Definitely a fish here. Yep.
There you go.
All right. Well, what we also did, yeah, I'll need a net, Rob. Oh, son of a gun. Son of a gun. Well, what we're doing here today is we're just pitching teeny weeny little jigs. Looks like about an 1/8 ounce jig with a crawler. You can see that one's totally mashed up from my last bite, but we're using our Motor Guide XI5. And we're just using the spot lock or the anchor feature. What that does for us is it gives Rob and I the ability to just sit on top of the fish with perfect control and not have to be doinking around with a foot pedal or anything like that. The other thing we like about this unit is that it really has a really tight radius when it locks you. When it locks you, you're right there. You're not weaving all over the place, you know, in 50, 60 foot, you know, circles. You're really locked onto the spot, and it gives us the ability to, whether we're vertical jigging or whether we're pitching and dragging like today, gives us the ability to have great boat control. Let's go get another one. If you want to learn any single thing about pitching, is if you lock on my rod tip there, Phil, you long cast it, and then really it's just like almost you're shivering with your hand. You're just kind of shaking the jig back at you. You're not ripping it, you know, and popping it real aggressively off the bottom. If I see people making any mistake, and there are times that you can do that, but you know, you really want to work a jig and finesse it in. You don't want to just rip it in and have it popping all the time, you know. That might work in a few circumstances, but for the most part, I'm really just kind of almost just going da-da-da-da-da and stuttering it along the bottom, lifting it up very little.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Big St. Germain Lodge Resort and Fibbers Restaurant, offering beautiful cabins or lodge rooms and a bar. And by Astrald Resort, featuring great fishing and scenic lakeside cabins in a family-friendly setting. This segment brought to you by Harv's Vacation Rentals in St. Germain. Specializing in recreational rentals, your Northwoods vacation begins at Harv's. And by Cedarama Lodge in St. Germain, offering gorgeous lake views from clean and inviting cabins.
Competition.
We have a bite. Rob doesn't like it when I get a bite. This time we're gonna give him a little longer. One of the things that you have to remember when you're fishing up here in the St. Germain area is these lakes are so filled with fish and also bait fish that you can't hurry. I think I hurried that last fish I lost, and you know, you just have to be patient. You know, you work for your bites, and when you do get them, you know, don't be afraid to count to 10 when you're casting, drag jigging like we are today, or popping, you know, and you'll know it. You know, when you feel that tick like somebody, you know, thwacked you right in the palm of your hand, pretty likely he's got it. But when they're just wet socking it, you got to be a little bit patient. Oh yeah.
Looks like that one's there.
Yep. Little drag going, much better fish.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh no. We're gonna take him, but sorry, Robbie. Another really nice little fish. That one ate it. But you know, you catch small ones, you catch big ones, but you know, the fun of coming on vacation here to St. Germain is that this is just normal to just keep you busy with this stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we could move 100 feet off of this spot here and it could be a whole different class of fish.
Exactly.
We're just getting started.
Go back and grow up. I'm manning the net with anticipation because the bobber never came back up.
He's there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's giving you a little resistance.
A little better one.
Perfect.
Funny, you know, the better fish are hitting the slip bobber and lead.
Yep. We're getting more hits maybe. Oh yeah. Real nice fish.
That's what we're talking about. But still, that was about 15 seconds, John. Look at that tiny little 32nd ounce jig. Got him just right there in the corner of the mouth.
Look at that. Right there, guys.
You know, we're at optimal water temps, you know, about 74 degrees. I mean, the fish should be really hammering the baits, but you know, it's one thing that you always got to teach people with walleyes is you got to be patient. You know, the hardest thing about walleye fishing is finding them, but once you find them, you should be able to get them to bite, you know, and we're doing it both with jigs and obviously with the slip bobber approach.
Sure.
Here.
Show that little slip bobber rig off to everybody there. Ready? Explain what you did.
Well, what I like to do, I got a swivel there and I have a little section of fluorocarbon, and depending upon the day, I'm going to use, you know, 1 split shot, 2 split shot. You know, we're fishing about 20 feet right here, so I'm putting 2 split shots on there just to get it down real fast. And I always, over a hook, I like to use a colored jig, you know, and ironically, the jig that I have on here is
lime and green
that you've got on your jigging rod there. And but I like to run leeches to run a slip bobber.
Yeah, I noticed you had the leeches out, and is there a reason? Just because they lay and they sit and swim against the weight of the jig, you think? Something
Yeah,
like?
you know, that's one thing that makes slip bobbers effective is having this little bit of chop that we have.
Yep.
Because what it's doing, you know, that bobber is moving in the waves, and whatever that bobber does, your jig does.
Yep.
And it's just a little different presentation. What we're dragging that crawler on the bottom, you know, with our jig head there, and sometimes, I mean, it's crazy. I don't know why you'll catch bigger fish on a slip bobber one day, you know, but if you put a crawler on it, probably won't get a bite. It's a leech thing with the slip bobber.
Put a leech on, catch us another big one. I got a bite. Yeah. Now he wants to swim with it.
He's moving fast. That might be small, but treat it. Treat
it like a walleye, reeling down. He's there.
Nice.
Better fish. Yeah, definitely in that.
I might have to switch jigs.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
That one ate it too.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough. I'm switching colors. Good fish, John. Good.
Thanks. That's a really nice St. Germain fish right there, boy. And this is really pretty normal, correct?
Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody always says, you know, geez, we can't come up in July or August, you know, the fish don't bite. I think they bite better sometimes because I like it when they're in this deep water type of structures, you know. One thing that's nice about what we're fishing today, we don't have any obstruction. It's just basically a sand flat, and there's nothing out there but fish or bottom. You feel a tick, it's a fish. You know, there's no weeds that get hung up, no rocks or anything like that. And, you know, it kind of looks like they're getting a little more aggressive. At least that guy sure was.
Exactly.
Great Lakes Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Lowrance Electronics. Fish the finest. This segment is brought to you by Trax Tech, the ultimate fishing system.
You know, the concept of fishing when you come to St. Germain is really wide open. It is a year-round fishery. It is all about multi-species. It has some of the best panfish, bluegill, perch, crappie fishing that anywhere I've ever been has to offer. And this is a winter fishery, this is a spring fishery, this is a summer fishery. That's what makes this such a fantastic vacation spot. The other thing that struck me when I came to St. Germain is the tremendous opportunity and availability of the serious game fish, if you will. You go to St. Germain, you've got a chance, like we saw today on the show, of a 4 or a 5 pound largemouth, of a good nice batch of walleyes. You're gonna lose all kinds of tackle, probably your most expensive tackle, to northerns and muskies by accident. But if you target them, my guest today, Rob Manti, is one of the top Northwoods, Wisconsin muskie fishermen, and when you go into his resort and into his restaurant, you will see photos that scare you of 45 to 50 inch muskies, not one or two, dozens and dozens and dozens of them. I'm here to tell you, Rob, and I mean, I fast rolled it over it. I felt the crib and I just started reeling.
Well, I was kidding when I told you I was going to let you get snagged up, but...
No, I ticked it and I didn't want to lose it. Oh yeah, much better.
We got another species.
You know, that's really typical though, isn't it? I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Beautiful fish. Show the camera that one. That's just gorgeous. You know, one of the things also that is so cool about the St. Germain area is it isn't just one big lake or two big lakes. This is dozens and dozens of lakes throughout the area. I mean, we spent most of our time on this trip on Big St. Germain, Little St. Germain, Lost, but there's large lakes, small lakes, and the cool thing is that almost every one of these lakes is just dotted with these resorts we talked about. These are lakeside resorts. These are places you want to go. They're places with log cabin type feel, you know, sandy beaches, places for you to fish right off the dock. I mean, we saw people jet skiing and water skiing and tubing while we were fishing the shorelines. And the cool thing is there was so much space out there and the long stretches of some of these waterways is that nobody was really getting in anybody's way. We could have a great day on the water filming, we could have a great day on the water just fun fishing, and we weren't stumbling over the people who were trying to enjoy the water for other things. You know, the St. Germain, Wisconsin area is one of those type of areas that's really unique. It's unique in that it's Northwoods, Wisconsin. It's not metropolitan or suburban at all. It is mom and pop's resorts, family owned resorts, some of them passed down from generation to generation. It is all about the fishing, all about being outdoors, all about having fun as families. When I stumbled into St. Germain, Wisconsin, I stumbled into what vacations used to be. Good.
Oh, we got a bass this time.
Perfect.
I don't know if it's a largie or a smallie, but...
But he doesn't want to come into the boat.
Well, Well, when you mark fish, you don't know what they are. We don't have that type of advanced electronics yet.
Right, Lawrence will come out with that at some point.
Where are you?
Oh, he's right there. Nice one.
Little smallie. No, that's a lot smaller than our typical bass out here, but I don't care. They're still fun.
Oh, they're tons of fun.
They just fight.
So what's the, is that a species that's all throughout the area lakes?
Oh yeah, we got some fabulous smallmouth lakes. I mean, like I said, you know, Big St. Germain's got largemouth and smallmouth, more smallmouth than anything, but that's just a little male right there. But you know, this spot here, you never know. It might be a largemouth, could be a smallmouth, walleyes. You know, we're fishing a couple cribs right here, John. We just pulled up, got a fish, so.
Yep, and I just missed one. Which has been the story of the last.
Yeah, stop missing,
stop missing fish, exactly, I know. What we're doing here today using the Lowrance in conjunction with our Motor Guide XI5, and what we've pulled up on is a little hump here that's basically just sand, and there's a saddle between two little piles, and we're using the spot lock on the XI5, and we're putting the anchor feature on, and we're just casting jigs all over the place, and we're just saturating the area with casts. We just slide, we go ahead and slide down using the ±5 feature on the Motor Guide, and we can move all over and literally cast this entire hump without ever having to relocate. You know, we're just using the +- feature, and we're using the spot lock, and we're using our GPS to find the hump that we fish. It's as simple as that. Critical electronics, really good electronics, and trolling motor are really, really important if you're going to be a successful fisherman.
This segment brought to you by Ely, Minnesota. On the Boundary Waters Canoe Area, Ely, one of North America's last pure wilderness experiences.
All right, on today's recipe, we have maple glazed grilled salmon, which is really easy to prepare. It takes about 3 minutes. So I got my olive oil, I got my soy sauce, and my brown sugar. And all you do, dump them all in a bowl. And take your whisk, break it up. Get it a nice and smooth consistency. Once you got that done, put your salmon in, face down, and you're gonna let that sit in there for about like 15 minutes, put it in the fridge, then you're ready to go on the grill. Our trout's been in the fridge for about 15 minutes now, marinating. Time to throw her on the grill. This you don't need to spray the grill because it's been sitting in the oil for so long. Oh, it looks beautiful. And it's gonna sit on the grill for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna flip it another 4 minutes. It's ready. All right, let's see if it's ready to flip. Yep. All right, time to take her off, go inside, and probably have the best trout I've ever had in my life. All right, see you in there. All right, we've been steaming our asparagus for about 3 minutes now. So I see it coming out the side. It's ready. Go ahead and take her off. Now asparagus, when it gets darker, that's when it's done. This is the best style I've ever cooked trout. Brown sugar glazed with asparagus and garlic mashed potatoes. Try this one, you'll love it.
There we go.
There we go. That looks like something of substance.
And it's coming up. Probably a bass.
We don't care, we're having fun. I don't know, it's nice, whatever it
Yeah,
is.
it's a nice smallie.
Beautiful. St. Germain in the summer, Rob? Oh, that's a nice smallie. All right, all right.
Now he knows he's hooked. He saw the
Yeah,
boat.
you saw the boat.
Ah, they just fight and fight and fight.
They do.
You know?
There we go, Rob. All
That's
right.
a little better. Yeah, I mean, just, you know, look at how healthy these fish are. You know, just
That is.
eating well. You know, beautiful fish. Won't fight.
Yeah. I like how brown they are too. Is that basically the color of the water? Look at the way he
Well,
took that jig.
Everyone's a little different out here. You know, we caught those couple of ones a little bit ago that
They were
real
greener.
flat.
Yeah.
You know? And I think it just might be what they're living in, you know.
Beautiful fish though. Oh yeah.
There you go. That's got something. I got the crib.
I got something other than the crib. Boy, he's pulling, boy.
That's what I think we're looking for there, John.
I think so.
Maybe give us a little jump here.
Yeah.
Oh, big large.
Big largemouth. Beautiful. This just what makes vacation fun though, you know what I mean, Rob?
Yep. Now bass are a good midday option. When they're that big.
Yeah. It just keeps you entertained.
I don't know how long your show is, but you know, it's gonna be over by the time you get
Gillespie would be saying to me, it's only a 30-minute show. Come on, get him in the boat. Oh, he is a nice bass, Rob. Anywhere you go.
Oh yeah.
Anywhere you go. Look at that fish. I mean, you're right, Rob. These things are fat and wide. Look at that. Look at how wide that fish is at the back. It's just a really, really nice fish. Beautiful, beautiful. Hey, thanks for joining us today on Fisherman's Digest. This is John Bergsma along with Guide Rob Manti. Thanks for staying with us and seeing all that St. Germain has to offer. Check us out on fishermansdigest.com. These bass are going back. These walleyes, well, they're going to end up for a fish fry tonight.
Closed captioning provided by the Quality Inns of Escanaba, Manistee, and St. Ignace on US 2 and the Eastern Upper Peninsula.
That's what's so nice about the XI5 with the spot lock. You have those options of the plus, minus, left or right. You know, I just hit plus, which actually moves you 5 feet at a time, and I hit it about 5 times, moved us, you know, 25, 30 feet.